speaking of introducing, or should I say, selling products as such, I've seen that you've been on TV lately. Kit, yes.
Oh, TVSN?
Yes.
Oh!
You're like, I have?
What have I been doing on TV?
Did you do a course to get into that, or
no.
how did that all come about?
No, I didn't. I'm still learning as I go.
Seem like you're a natural at it.
That's because the camera isn't always on my face, and I'm looking at the presenter going, like, I don't know what else to say.
Bail me out.
Yeah, I warn all the TVSM presenters, like, they know me now before I only started doing that. My first time doing it was in May, for the first event, like the first time Magella Vita came to Australia. Yeah, they, I was like, look, I will try and answer things as best as I can, but you'll see me give you the eyes.
And if I'm drowning.
Yeah, I'd kind of be like, yeah, and then... Yeah, no, I worked with Magella Vita, QVSN in London, so...
Okay, so that's where that
yeah, so I kind of met them through there, and then obviously they knew I was Aussie, and I really got on with Jana, one of the people that work at the companies, so when she came out from Germany, and so, yeah, we just got chatting, and then obviously a couple of years later they were looking to launch in Australia, and she's like, we really love you and love what you're about, and we would love to have you as our Australian presenter.
How incredible.
Yeah, but this was, she didn't realise I'd moved back or was moving back at this stage, but she's like, but you're in London, and I was like, actually I'm moving back this year. She's like, oh, perfect. So yeah, it worked out really well, but yeah, it's been a learning curve, yeah. But it's good, because I wanted to kind of get some more experience in that level, and I'm very much just chuck me in the deep end.
Okay. And speaking of being chucked into the deep end, what is, I guess, the strangest or most memorable thing you've done?
Thing I've done?
It could be shoot. Like in the model sphere, though.
In the model sphere. Oh God, my mind always goes blank. I have
those terrible questions where you have to think.
Oh, someone's been speeding. Naughty.
2 cop cars.
Really?
Must have done something really bad. I should pay attention.
You should. Let's not have them after us. I'm trying to stall now. That's the thing. I'm not getting distracted.
You're good. You're good.
Can I just say though that when I do see coppers, I like start getting anxiety and freaking out that I've done something wrong,
even though they're on the polar opposite side of the road.
No, but still, I think that they're coming up to me, or if I see them, if I know, and I like, okay, if I'm driving, I've just checked my speed, and I know I'm doing the speed limit or I'm just under, and then I look up, I'm going along, and I'll see a cop car, I will freak out and like go for the brakes, and I'm just like, they give me so much anxiety that I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't know what that says.
I wish I could have organised a cop car to stop us over.
Could you imagine? Only if they were filming that. Like, we're filming ours, so
we've got footage too.
Careful what you do here. Yeah, okay, let's see. Model world.
Have you had any strange requests via social media to like promote products? Any random products?
Oh, I get strange requests all the time. I get them all the time. Not so much from companies wanting me to promote things, but from other. I actually had one person today. I shouldn't be admitting to this online, but I was, had my phone set up and all that, and I was kind of WhatsApping with a friend of mine in London, and I went to FaceTime because I was like, it's just easier while I'm driving because I can have him over there FaceTiming, all good. Instead of leaving voice messages, and he was like, oh, I'll FaceTime you later when I'm with my other mate, and I was like, awesome, haven't seen, him for ages too. And then next thing I look down, because like my phone starts ringing, I look down and it's a Skype call, and I didn't even see the name, but where it said actually Skype video, but I just saw that as Skype Vince, and Vince was my mate I was talking to. And I was like, why is Vince Skyping me? Yeah, it wasn't Vince. I can see where this... It wasn't Vince. Goodness. So I've answered being like, hello, and like, there's nothing, I'm like, hello, and I'm like, why is he calling me? Why isn't he FaceTiming me? So I hang up, and then I like am going onto Skype, and I'm like, oh, it's maybe because I haven't accepted his friend request. So I accept this contact request, and then I'm trying to video Skype him back, and then it hangs up or something, and I'm looking at it and I'm going, that's a really weird name. Like, I just don't see Vince having that name. And then I was like,
Sexy Beast 69 or something.
I can't even tell. Like, it was just long and it was weird, and I was like, So then I like contacted Vince on WhatsApp, and I was like, did you just try and Skype me? And he's like,
incredible.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me. I'm like, oh. And then this person is just like, hello, Tia, can we be friends? And I'm like, oh. And he's like, and he's just going, oh, no, and he's trying to call me, and I'm like, projector. So yeah, that was a little lapse in justice. What happens when I get up at 2 a.m. My friend requests me.
We won't go into how he
But that one was fine though, because that one wasn't asking me to send anything or do anything. Yeah, there's one that contacts me on Snapchat that once liked my feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever sent a sneaky snap?
He sent me snaps, and I'm just like,
Of his feet?
No,
Okay.
because he wants to take care of me, which is very sweet of him.
Yeah.
But I just don't like people touching my feet. Like, got nothing against
So
me.
I guess like all the models that I've spoken to today actually do experience,
Yeah.
receiving random messages.
Yeah.
Some slightly inappropriate, some totally inappropriate. How do you generally go about dealing with that?
I just ignore it.
Ignore it?
Or
No response whatsoever? Okay.
Or if it's really just like a real out there one, I send it to a friend because it uses me. I should not admit to that, but it really uses me. When there's certain ones
I wish I was that friend.
No, I will start sending them to you now if you want. I just
Get a daily kick from Tia.
There's some I'm just like, really? Like, you would actually write that to someone that you do not know? Okay. So yeah, some amuse me, but I wouldn't normally put that out there because then I feel like that's just opening me up to a whole floodgate of stuff. So yeah, I find just ignoring. I'm pretty bad at replying to people. I do try and reply as much as I can when it's, genuinely someone that is writing to me, because I get a lot of people writing being like, you've helped me so much in this way or that way, and I want to reply to them because I really appreciate it.
They've taken the time to
exactly,
actually,
and that I'm in some way, shape, or form doing something to help them. Like I that means a lot to me. So I'll try, always try and reply to them first, and then other ones that, normally if people comment on something about my dog, I'll always reply to the dog ones. So I'm like, I have people sending me images and videos of their dogs now and animals, and it's so beautiful. I'm just like, oh,
bit of a community. Why is this guy running on the freeway?
What? Oh,
he's lost his stuff.
Oh
no.
What is it? It looks like
Rubbish.
Yeah. It
whoopsie.
Oh, it is rubbish. Okay, I was like, why has he got bags of cans? He could be going to put them in. Good Samaritan. Sorry, mate. So I find just ignore. And then basically I've got to the point now, if I get sent any, don't know if I'm allowed to say it on these D-snaps.
Oh, yeah.
Anything like that.
On the down low.
I just block them now. I'm just like,
Okay,
no. Because again, I used to just ignore them, and then they keep sending it, and I'm like, And you don't know, and I got to the point where I actually don't open messages on my phone anymore until I know I'm at home, because I'm like, so many times I'm on public transport and all of a sudden it's there in your
Talking
face.
to your mum, just not paying attention.
It's so bad. Yeah, so I find that's just kind of the best. And like, this is where the internet, it's like good and bad, and it depends whose hands it's in. Like, it's so good in the sense that it's opened the world up, it's made the world a lot smaller, but the communication I have now with my international friends is amazing, and the fact that you can, someone that could feel so alone on the other side of the world now has a community of people that they are around 24/7, and it's so amazing in that sense. But in the same sense, it's also opened it up to the people that were a bit, let's just face it, creepy and
don't understand social
etiquette and things like that. And because this is the thing, I've always been brought up, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
Whereas with social media now, I think people are desensitized. They're desensitized to the fact that they just see it as a picture. They just see it as a screen that they're working with, and they don't realize that whatever they're putting out there and whatever they're saying, there's someone on the other end of that that's actually receiving it and having real life reactions to that. And they don't. I just think that some people do understand
keyboard
that.
warriors.
Keyboard. They're desensitized desensitized to it, and they don't realise that what they're actually doing, what they're actually saying is affecting someone else's life and hurting them and upsetting them. And
have you experienced any of that yourself?
oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky that I haven't had much. I was really surprised. I kind of got my first negative stuff probably about a year and a half, 2 years in. And luckily it happened when I was at home before I flew back. It was 3 days before I flew back to London. And so I was with mum and dad, and it was more, the first one I got was more sort of just disturbing.
Okay.
Disturbingly nasty in a way, you know, kind of just not calling me some very nice names, but then also saying that he liked that and wanted me to do certain things to him on his body, and it was just, I felt violated after I read it. And obviously it really affected mum and dad, because like they saw my mood change straight away, because I was trying to process how to deal with it, and obviously didn't want them to know because I knew it would upset them. And this is where dad said to me, he's like, this is where I find it really hard, because I'm your father and I'm meant to protect you, and I can't protect you online. He goes, I can't. So I think with the online stuff, dad especially, like they kind of struggle with that, just because, you know, I'm their kid, I'm their baby, like they want to protect me, and it's not possible. So and that's hard for them, and that's hard for any parent to kind of give up that protection thing. And then the next one was on Instagram. Like, this guy obviously liked stick and bones. That's obviously what he was into, and that's fine. But for some reason specifically sought out my page and commented on different images about how my arms are really fat and how it's disgusting, and, you know, how can you be a model and all this, and, you know, it's not the nicest thing to wake up to.
No,
at 7 in the morning.
I couldn't even imagine waking up.
But it's just, you know, at the same time, I was like, for some reason you felt the need to go out of your way and find a page that, you know, you don't personally really like, that preference of body type, which is fine. But again, you then felt to go out of your way even more by going through pictures, because he like went far back, like he went through the page type thing and comment on them. Like, that's just unnecessary. But yeah, so they were kind of my first introduction to it.
I guess if someone else was dealing with the same situation as you've been through, what would be your advice to them?
I mean, lots of people say, you know, just don't let it affect you, you just got to, you know, ignore it. And like, I get you do to an extent, but at the same time, I find if you don't kind of allow the emotion, if you don't allow yourself to experience the emotion of being upset or being angry or being hurt, you can kind of find it really hard to move past it, because you're not allowing your body to deal with it and allowing yourself to deal with it. So by all means, you know, it is upsetting, and I still get upset by things that are said to me and sent to me, and that, but I don't allow it to control my life, and I don't allow it to control my week. So feel the emotion, yes, but then just realize that, what's that? I read it was amazing. If you don't know them personally, don't take it personally.
Okay, that's a really good line.
Yeah, because they don't know you. They're just taking it from a snapshot that they're seeing, and you don't know what they're going through as well in that instance.
Backstory, yeah.
So, you know, people, and this is why I hate texting as well, because you can't get the tone, you don't get the emotion, you don't get the intent that someone is putting behind things. Like, sometimes you do, but majority of the times you don't. So it's very much, you were reading it, you don't know how they were feeling or what was going on or what's going on writing it. You're also reading it and understanding it with however you're feeling in that instance. So that's affecting it as well. So yeah, just don't take it personally, type of thing. Like, and I know that's really hard to kind of not to, you know, split yourself from sometimes, but it just comes with practice, and it will just get easier. And just have, like, I have a really good support system around me, so through friends and family and that. So if I do ever get anything, and I am finding it hard to kind of bring myself out of it, and you know, Buddha brings me out of things. I'll just go sit with him, and I can't be sad around him. I can't. So I'm like,
I can tell by your Instagram stories that you cannot be sad around that.
Be sad around Buddha.
Beautiful animal.
But yeah, so you know, if I'm having trouble kind of pulling myself out of it, then that's when I'll call a friend, or I'll talk to mum, or, you know, I have these people around me that help me. So yeah, it's all about kind of who you surround yourself with as well. But
And the people that are taking the time to, I guess, get in contact with you and, thank you for the impact that you've had on their lives, do you kind of see, is it a certain age group or male, female?
Do you know, I was really surprised because to begin with...
Welcome to the big smoke, by the way.
I know! We're back in the city! Civilization!
Holy moly!
This actually has just summed me up perfectly because I love that life. Like, I love the no humans around, seeing nothing for miles but nature, but I do like my city time as well, so...
Yeah, well, the barrier kind of ruins the
it does
view,
ruin it a
but
little bit,
it's there for a reason, so it's good.
To begin with, the people that contacted me were guys, which I was really surprised about. In their 30s as well, just being... and I feel there is a lot of support groups and campaigns, body positive things and all that for women. I don't feel there's sort of enough that include everyone, and I don't mean just like every woman's body shape, I mean men as well, and men suffer just as much as women do with feelings of insecurity and self-esteem and body issues and all these, and I feel men in a way have always kind of been brought up in that sense, I want to say not so much now, but it depends on the family very much. You're macho, you're a man, you deal with it, no emotion,
alpha
you
male.
don't cry, da-da-da. And not everyone's like that. And crying isn't a bad thing. Crying is good because you're releasing it, you're getting it out. You don't want to, I used to always, I would never cry. And I'd bottle it up, and I'd be like this cooker pressure. And then all of a sudden there'd get like a crack in the top, and I would just explode. And it's not healthy, so... That's what I've been learning to do in my older years, release. Getting there slowly but surely.
No explosions.
Yeah. If I'm upset, I'll let you know. But, so I was really surprised by the fact that it was basically men that were genuinely contacting me being like, you have no idea how much you've helped me.
Wow.
Which was a big shock to me,
Even to me,
to
be honest.
Yeah, it really was a big shock to me because I still don't, to a degree, feel that, people always say to me, you're an inspiration, this and that, and I'm like, am I? Like, what? Because to me, if I like an image, because people always ask me what I do with my social media, and I'm like...
I was about to ask you, I was like, we've over 100,000 followers.
I know, woo! Christmas present. Thanks, guys.
Do you actually have, a social media strategy? Do you have your posts lined up for a week? How do you go about selecting your posts?
Jesus!
Listen, there are different strategies in place that work for different people.
Yeah, no, I don't have a strategy. I really don't. And then I hear people that are like, you're meant to do this and this is statistics, and I'm like, yeah, no. Fair enough if that works for you. No, for me, if I like an image, it's really, my posts come down to my mood. So especially now that I'm driving so much, listening to the radio and different songs and all that, I will hear lyrics, or I'll hear words, or I'll read something, or a quote, or whatever. Something will stand out to me.
Yep.
And I'll really like it, and I'll either take a shot of it or I'll write it down. And I have notes and notes and notes and notes in my phone. I've got so many. I think that's taking up most of my storage.
Not photos.
Come
on,
photos.
seriously.
Yeah, well, I do have the biggest storage you can get. I was like, give me the 128. I was like, I need the big mama. And they're like, you sure? I was like, trust me, I know what I do. Give it to me. Because there's nothing worse than going to take a picture or do something, or someone sends you a picture and it's like, you have no more storage. Delete some images. Yeah. Oh, that was...
And a perfect moment passes very quickly. So.
Exactly, very quickly, yeah. And I'm not quick enough as it is to get my camera out and do my phone out to do all that. But so I basically, if I see a quote that I really like, I'll then look at images that I haven't posted. Because I have just a folder of images, when I get new shots and all that.
Okay.
And I'll be like, I personally feel those words go with that image. Or if there's an image I really want to post, I'll go, right, okay, what mood do I get when I look at that image? Okay, what quotes have I got, or what sayings have I got? And I'll look at it that way, and I don't know, it makes sense to me, it may not make sense to someone else, but I'll try and do something to tease it up between the words and the image. But then sometimes, because I know what I'm doing, and I think, I'm being very witty in that, but I probably someone else is reading going, what the fuck? Excuse me, that doesn't make sense. Beep! I said it quite. Yeah, and other people are probably reading it going, huh? Like my
You're
mum.
Obviously doing something right with 100,000 followers. Come on.
My mum, God love her. I was like, Mum, what do you think? What vibe do you get from when I'm having trouble with a particular image or something? And she'll be like, I don't know, I'm not good at this. I don't understand half the stuff you do. Half the stuff you say. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mum.
Support.
Appreciate it. Oh, God love her. No. So, yeah, it's, you know, I just do what's... Everyone's like, oh, you've got to post, you know, X amount a day and da-da-da. I'll go through phases. Normally when I get home, when I just want to switch off. And I won't post for a couple of days. And, yeah. I just feel you got to do what's right for you, like what feels good for you. And, yeah.
It's a good way, like gut feel at the end of the day.
Yeah, because if you're finding it a pain to do something... I love your thing, by the way.
What thing? Oh, that's really old. I should probably take that off.
I've not seen one of them in so long. What is that?
Your attention span is like...
Is that your registration thing?
Yeah. That's like before they went digital.
Yeah, isn't it all just like...
It's, digital. I just haven't taken it off. Do you want the...
I think that's so cute.
Do you want to get the satisfaction of feeling it?
No, I think you need to leave it. No, that's history right there. It's called vintage now.
I know. Maybe I could get something for it.
I think you could.
Auction it off. You get a signed photo of Tia with it.
Oh my God. I need to work on my signature. My signature's shit.
Have you ever been asked for an autograph? Oh, I need to go this way.
Oh, it's alright.
This is the most confusing intersection.
It is
in
very
Melbourne.
confusing, yeah. I've luckily never driven in Melbourne because your driving down here confuses me. But
It's, with the trams and the
weird things.
hook turns and everything like that.
Weird. Weirdos. Yeah, no, I've been asked for, I think there's one guy actually in Melbourne that keeps for his barbershop wants something signed.
We should have organised to drop in. He would love that.
I think he contacted Catherine, my agent.
To get a signature. Oh my goodness, we'd make this guy's 2016. Seriously.
I don't know
If I had known, I would have got this lined up. Should have spoken to Catherine.
Should have spoken to Catherine. Gosh. Oh dear. Yeah, no, I do get asked, and calendars. I get asked a lot if I do calendars.
As in photos of yours in calendars or a
yeah,
calendar
like
shoot?
I think they mean like a calendar of me that I sell. That's my understanding.
You could be making a living here, Tia.
I could be, but I just feel wrong doing it.
Bit of Photoshop, Word template, calendar. You could be making a living.
No, just get some pencil and just throw it up. It'll be unique.
Double-sided sticker tape. Here's a photo.
Oh, it'll be unique. It'll be good. Oh dear. Yeah.
And you said you'd like to wind down. So what do you do to wind down? And what's your go-to routine for winding down? Because it's hard.
It is hard. Yeah. It depends where I am. If I'm at home, just chill with Buddha. At the beach. Just.
I feel like your cat's left out of this. What's your cat's
name? Piper. Piper is left out. Sorry, Piper. I do love Piper. I do love her, but Piper isn't very affectionate, which is fine.
Cats are normally temperamental. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, but cats normally want to be quite cuddly and want to like sit on you and rub all against you.
Okay.
Like that's most people's idea of a cat, right?
Yep.
But also, yeah, like they want you to scratch them, but then if you scratch too much, they'll bite you.
Yeah, they'll have a go.
Yeah, Piper, no, she hates being picked up. She'll let you pat her for like 2 seconds. She's just, she's not a very physically affectionate cat, which is fine. Actually, the only time is at the in the evening. Like at the moment, it's too hot, but she'll come and sit on you. But even then. Like, as soon as she'll jump up, like, we're in front of TV, she'll sit on you, and straight away, you need to move or go to the toilet, and she, like, if you move in the slightest, she'll get the claws in, and she just looks at you like, what do you think you're doing?
I've finally given myself to you.
Yeah. But normally when you pick her up, she'll have her 2 front paws, like, on your chest here, like this, going. Yeah, so, so, but, like, when I'm tanning, she'll come and sit with me sometimes, But she's normally off tarting about the neighbourhood, to be honest. So she is. She thinks
Neighbourhood bike.
She thinks she's a. I shouldn't say tarting. She just owns the neighbourhood. She thinks she's a dog.
Okay.
Like, dogs are scared of her. Dogs will not walk past our front yard because of Piper. Yeah.
Go Piper. That's the type of attitude you need.
Literally, that's how sketchy. Where Buddha just can't escape it. It's like, I am going to shower you in love and you will take it. And he just looks at me like, more kisses.
He loves
really.
it though, from
Yeah.
the sights of it. Oh, look at that! A parking.
Yeah.
Seriously, finding a parking here
Oh,
at this
really?
market
Is
is
it
like
really
a
hard?
nightmare.
There's two. Oh,
Toils for choices.
choices.
So we are signing off, guys. Thank you so much, Tia, for joining me.
Sorry, I feel like I talked to them.
No. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
So they got a whole smoothie menu up there. What is that on the back of your phone?
That is my case, my crystals.
I'll grab the mango. I will, yeah. I'll take that one. Thank you.